I had a dream one time. I never knew that I had intimidation or that I was intimidated or that I had fear. And I had this dream one night where I was in this big room and the walls were all white. This was years ago. And there was a cage in the middle of the room, and it was a glass cage. And there was this huge dragon, reptile, snake-looking thing. It was like a combination of all these different animals. And there was no door on the cage. And I was standing this way, and the cage was over there, and I was terrified. I looked over, and I saw this thing in it. I was so scared. I was just terrified, and so I walked really fast past the cage, like running past the cage. And then in the dream, I was back at the same spot again. And I'm looking at this thing, and I'm going, oh my gosh. And so I'm terrified, and I'm running again. And then I come back again, and I realize that, what scared me was that it hated me so much. That's what scared me, is I could feel the hatred coming from this thing. And it really was a demon of intimidation. It was just intimidating me. And so I realized, like, after the third or fourth time, I'm like, he can't leave the cage. But he had his head out, and he was just spewing stuff at me that was making me afraid. But when I realized he couldn't leave the cage, I got a little bit more. And I'm here I am again. I come back again, and then I go, wow. And something just shifted in me. I was like, you can't leave the cage. All you can do is spew out at me. And I woke up, and the Lord said, take authority over it. I woke up, and I broke it. And I'm telling you, I got such freedom. I didn't even know I wasn't being intimidated. But 2 points in that, I did it because he told me to. But also, that really is the reality. I mean, these things they can't leave their cages. The only reason that the enemy has any victory over your life is because you agree with him. You believe lies, that opens doors to demons. That's what gives them access. It's you agreeing. That's why agreement is so important.